Alright, this is Vigi here with the 2020 previews for bowl games. This will be the Thursday games, December 31st, so New Year's Eve. There's a few games on this one. Start with the Armed Forces Bowl. Tulsa Golden Hurricane and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Tulsa, they lost a close game in the American Athletic Conference Championship game. They finished 6-2. Zach Smith, 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns, 8 picks. Linebacker Xavier Collins, one of the top defensive players in the country, had 4 sacks and 4 picks this year. Tulsa, number 72 in scoring offense, but they got the number 23 scoring defense and number 22 in pass defense. Mississippi State snuck in. They were only 3-7. It's Mike Leach's first year there, but because everyone was eligible, contract reasons, they had to get an SEC team. So Will Rogers, as a freshman, came in with Mike Leach's offense. 1,828 passing, 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Jaden Walley, 691 receiving, 2 touchdowns. Cornerback Emmanuel Forbes had 4 picks in the year. Only 109th in scoring offense, but true to Mike Leach form, 16th in the nation in passing offense. 58th in scoring defense, so they were pretty decent. I keep picking against Tulsa. They keep playing these teams well. Yeah, it's the SEC, but Mississippi State, they're not like gangbuster teams. You got the number 16 passing offense against the number 22 passing defense. Then you got the 50th scoring defense with Mississippi State against only the number 72 scoring offense. But, I mean, don't let that fool you a little bit. Yeah, it's ranked 72, but Tulsa's able to... I mean, they basically score like one quarter every game, and that's what wins them. They'll score like 24 points in one corner and come back and win, which will probably be what happens in this game. That being said, I think Mississippi State... I don't know, I like Mike Leach. Mike Leach has shown he can win everywhere he goes. His first year at Washington State, they were like 3-9, then he turned it on. Maybe will be a boost still going into next year for Mississippi State. They have their quarterback, they know who it is, they know this offense by now. I'm going to go actually with Mississippi State to get technically an upset because Tulsa is ranked 24th. So yeah, I got Mississippi State there. Alright, the Arizona Bowl. This should be a really high-scoring game, fun game. Ball State Cardinals and the San Jose State Spartans. Ball State finished 6-1. They won a MAC. San Jose State actually went 7-0, and they won the Mountain West Conference, beating Boise State. Ball State, Drew Plitt, 1,937, 16 touchdowns to 6 picks. Justin Hall, 665 receiving and 4 touchdowns. The number 25 scoring offense in the country, 23 in total offense, 26th in passing offense. Then you got a 56 scoring defense for Ball State. Against San Jose State, Nick Starkel, 1,906 passing, 16 touchdowns to 4 picks. Bailey Gaither, 725 receiving, 4 touchdowns. Defensive lineman Cade Hall, 10 sacks on the season, one of the leading sackers in the nation in only 7 games. I think it actually might be more than that. I'm not sure they've updated it, but at least 10 sacks for Cade Hall. You got the number 47 scoring offense, 20th pass offense, 29th total offense. However, their defense is strong. 13th in scoring defense and 23rd in total defense. They were able to hold down a strong Boise State team. Either way, this is going to be a pretty high-scoring game. It should be a fun game to watch. I think expect passes all over the place. I think San Jose State will just get a few stops against Ball State to be able to win that one. But if you haven't watched either team, do yourself a favor, watch that game. All right, Liberty Bowl. This one's interesting. It was going to be West Virginia and Tennessee. Tennessee, they got hit by COVID. They had to drop out. Army, who was going to play in the Independence Bowl, they canceled the Independence Bowl. Army wasn't going to play, but because Tennessee got hit by COVID a lot, Army now is put in this game, and I think that's fantastic. Tennessee was only 3-7. Army was 9-2 and about to be left out. I'm sure other teams may have been left out with good records, but I think Army deserved to be in it. West Virginia, 5-4, Jarrett Doege, 2,428, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Lady Brown has run for 945 and 9 rushing touchdowns. They got the number 24 rush defense, which is important, and I'll tell you why in a moment. So they got the number 27 pass offense, only 78th in scoring, 43rd in total, so they can move it around, just they haven't been able to score. But they got the number 22 scoring defense and number 5 in total defense. Facing Army, 9-2 team. Tyler, their quarterback. They run a triple option offense. They don't really pass, so it's all running. 502 rushing, 2 touchdowns. Buchanan 474 rushing and 6 touchdowns. Defensive back Jabbar Moore has 3 interceptions. They're number 22 or 72 in scoring on offense, but this is where it's important. Number 4 in rushing offense against the number 24 rushing defense of West Virginia. And Army actually has the number 2 scoring defense and the number 2 total defense in the nation. So you got 2 really strong defenses against each other, against 2 opposite offenses. Like I said, you got the number 4 rushing offense for Army, but West Virginia has the number 27 passing offense. So you got a passing team and a rushing team, 2 really strong defenses there. I'm gonna give this. It's good because West Virginia will have some time to prepare for this triple option. I would give West Virginia the slight edge here. Army. This will be a really interesting game. If Army can keep it and keep West Virginia's offense off the field, Army could win this game. I'll give this slight edge to West Virginia. I think this will be a really interesting game to watch, though. But I'll give West Virginia finishing 6-4 there. All right, then you got the Texas Bowl. You got Arkansas Razorbacks and the TCU Horned Frogs. Arkansas, they were one of those SEC teams that just got to go in because they finished 3-7. Felipe Franks, 2,107, 17 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Traylon Smith, 710 rushing, 5 touchdowns. Traylon Burks, 820 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. Defensive back Jalen Catalon, 3 interceptions. And defensive back Hudson Clark, 3 interceptions. Arkansas, only the number 86 scoring offense in the country, and number 97 scoring defense. So they were 3-7. That's what it showed. TCU's gone 6-4. Max Dugan, 1,795, 10 touchdowns to 4 picks, plus 526 rushing and 10 rushing touchdowns. Excuse me. Defensive end O'Shawn Mathis, 9 sacks, one of the top sackers in the country. TCU as a team is tied for 9th nationally in sacks. Number 48 scoring offense, number 38 scoring defense. I think TCU is going to win this. Their offense will be a little too much for Arkansas. Their defense, basically, top 50 offense, top 40 defense. That's way better than 86 and 97. So I think TCU should be able to win this game. I do think it'll be closer just because it's Arkansas. They've been a pretty tough out for everyone this year. But I got TCU winning that one. So check out my other breakdowns later. Peace.